Jason Nash is getting nashed on by Tana. Tana getting my mojo
Nash
back.
is gnashing his teeth.
So we've talked about Jason's.
Jason.
I know it's very mean to say, but I just really don't know how else to say the pathetic begging he does on TikTok for money. It's so just, pathetic. It's absolutely.
That's an accurate description.
I mean, right? Yeah. It's objectively pathetic, and I think he even knows that. So, Tana has a problem with Jason that she's spoken about a few times. That when she turned 18, there was one instance, she says, where he tried to kiss her in a changing room. And there was another instance of him continually trying to get her to have a threesome with him and Trisha. He was like 44 at the time or something, right?
Yep, and she was 18.
She was 18, yeah.
Bruh.
Like,
that's bad.
And by the way, this is David's best friend, and they were all there, and just nobody gave a fuck. It's pretty nuts.
That's disgusting.
The dressing room thing was actually off camera, and it was just Jason and Tana. They were
Has she
filming
not told that story
video
before?
that day. What's that?
Has she not told that story before?
So
She
they
has,
were
right?
in the car, both telling the story in David's car, and Jason was telling the story with Tana in the back seat, like agreeing that it happened.
Let me open this
And it was
up.
posted at the time.
But that's the thing, again, why so much went unchecked is because the story was these are all just characters that they're playing. You know, the thing about the threesome, that was an ongoing bit, which is how so much horrible shit was able to continue for so long.
This is Tana's original video about it. Let's see.
At least I'm not Jason Nash.
So she was having a rough day, I guess, and
At least I'm just not Jason Nash.
she said, at least I'm not Jason Nash. And frankly, I mean, true girl, like, he's on TikTok, you know, begging for cowboy hats and shit. And like rockets and all that kind of stuff. Galaxies, God forbid, on a lucky day. I mean, God willing.
Yep, wells.
Wells, oil wells, unicorns. Thank you for the unicorn. Wow. Thank you for the roses. She says that, but then this gets weird. You know Alyssa Violet? I don't really know what she's up to now, but she was like dating Jake Paul back in the day, and I guess she got famous from that.
And then FaZe Banks. And she was caught between the whole beef with Jake and Logan.
Right.
Wow. She knows how to
Did
pick
she,
them, huh?
what was the story, like she slept with Logan or something?
Yeah, and then Logan made a diss track
That's
featuring her. And then she went to the FaZe house and made a diss track with Rice Gum.
Logan?
Yeah,
Logan.
she was in Logan's music
She
video.
actually, and I think that actually happened, she was dating Jake, and then she fucked his brother, and they made a diss track about it, like actually.
And then she wound up with FaZe Banks, huh?
Yeah.
Which is probably
really knows how to pick them.
yeah. Well, she has advice for Tana. She thinks Tana shouldn't be calling out Jason Nash. She has a problem with that. And by the way, I was like, is she super young? Like, what's happening? She's 28, so get rid of that notion right away.
They all grew up.
They really did. So here's Alyssa Violet defending Jason Nash. I thought this was pretty entertaining. Now deleted.
Like,
okay, I've had enough. I was gonna say something a couple of times ago when Tana started stuff with Tessa, and then she always talks about Jason Nash, and then she talked about this other girl, and I posted on my Snapchat about it because TikTok wouldn't let me post a video for some reason. But regardless, Tana, I know your job, and I know that like you're supposed to be like talking about drama all the time, and that's literally your job on your podcast. But for coming to come for somebody that's literally just trying to make a simple living,
Bro, I can't get over the fact that she describes begging on TikTok as I'm just a good old boy doing simple kind of work here now. Nobody would be calling him pathetic if he was plowing the fields. You know, we'd be like, respect, bro.
Also, he is living a privileged life.
Yeah.
He has a beautiful
like,
multi-million-dollar house.
He is, as far as we know, okay. Not just making a simple living.
And he lives in a fucking mansion, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's at risk of losing it because his ass is begging like his mortgage is due.
To defend her a little bit, and I'm Team Tana on God. I'm just saying that from her point of view, like she moved out here for Jake, and he kind of screwed her over, and I feel like maybe she's looking at Jason like in the same way, in that he put everything into David and he got screwed over. So maybe that's part of it, but
I don't think so.
no.
Because Alyssa
Just like
violated.
why get involved? You're not part,
Yeah, I agree.
especially with the history.
But like defending Jason Nash, begging, I mean, what the fuck? A good old honest work, boy. I tell you what, man. I wake up every morning, 5 a.m., crack of dawn. I fire up the TikTok. Thank you for the roses, man. Thank you for the cowboy hat, sir. Just good old work for me, Just an honest living. Thank you for the sunset, man. Sure do appreciate it. Each rose is 1 penny. It's virtual panhandling. I mean, it is panhandling.
Well, Tana did marry her ex after. I forgot about that.
That shit was all so long ago.
Yeah.
It was just dumb.
I forgot about that too. So weird.
Yeah, that was a weird thing.
Just going live on TikTok trying to make ends meet. Like, he's a middle-aged man. Like,
She doesn't know that she's actually like dissing him so hard.
I know.
He's trying to make ends meet.
Yeah. Literally, another thing, just to add on to Tana married her ex. This is not like the first time she posted a series or like some videos being like, Tana, stop it. Like a few weeks prior, she had made one being like, Tana, all you do is you're involved in drama. Like, that's all you do. And then Tana didn't respond. And I don't know if like maybe she just like has it out and is like, I want to get messy with Tana.
Yeah.
It seems that
Yeah.
she has some kind of grudge.
Yeah, there's something there.
I mean,
But also for Tana, it seems like
Wait.
the thing with Jason is not just that, because
Right.
she also has the background of him trying to kiss her.
Yeah,
So-
she has a personal.
There's like more substance
Vendetta.
to the poking at him.
Yes. Also, oh wait, I'll tell you after we finish the video.
So yeah.
Kids. He has to make money for his kids' school. Like, all this stuff.
He could let's see, get a fucking job.
Except
Yeah.
remember what he said about working at Lululemon?
What did he say?
He said it would be so embarrassing for him
no,
to get a
not
job
more
at
than what he
Lululemon.
does.
I mean,
Maybe for once he could find a job where it's not all young people.
Yeah, why the
Yeah, why
fuck
Lululemon?
I
Yeah,
think
why
like good
Lululemon
looking,
of all
fit
places?
young
Young
people.
Like that's the last place he needs to be working.
Yeah, you
like,
don't
holy
need to work there.
shit. What? They're not looking to hire weird middle-aged men to work there. I doubt that's their goal.
Not everybody can post a butthole picture on
Why are you
OnlyFans.
so bitter?
so
like
coming
$1
for her
million.
OnlyFans?
Okay, that's like
Also, Tana makes a good point. She's being
Yeah,
so
not
mean,
everybody
girl.
can do it, girl.
Yep.
Giggling, her friend and her, just
Yeah.
like selling your butthole.
Uh.
Also, by the way, that she doesn't.
She doesn't show butthole.
No.
Does she? I don't. Does she?
I
do
don't know
nude?
what's on her
All I know is on the
OnlyFans.
podcast when they responded to this, she said, I don't show my butthole, first of all.
Yeah.
But also, if she did, who fucking cares?
I know.
Yeah.
Who
well,
cares?
like, dude.
It's so embarrassing to be making fun of that in
Or to shame her
2024.
for it in a video where you're telling her to stop shaming someone.
Like half of the world is on OnlyFans.
It's true at this point. Like the housewives are all on OnlyFans. now.
Yeah. They
There's this
are.
one girl from Miami, Housewives, who's like
From, Potomac?
huge. Oh, she's
Oh, is
no,
it
she's
Miami?
Miami.
It's Miami.
Yeah.
You're right.
She's just got like a huge fake ass and huge
Yeah.
fake boobs, and she does apparently monster numbers on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
And she's like mega rich now, which is funny because a lot of those girls aren't on the Housewives. Oh, the Miami ones are all pretty rich. I feel like. Anyway.
unheard of, and
no,
that's
some-
great that you
some.
do that. That's awesome. Cool. Like, I'm not shaming you for that.
Doesn't
That's
sound
great.
like it.
It's just not everyone can do that. So what we're not gonna do, what's not cool in 2024, is shaming people for going live for making a couple of extra dollars.
Here's the thing. In the year 2024, I believe that sometimes we can shame people. I feel that is the. I think she.
Yeah.
We can't speak in absolutes. You know, when Jason Nash.
Ever.
Never speak in absolute. Never. Exactly. I believe that you're wrong. I do think some people can and should be shamed. I do.
I feel like when it's not that serious too, then it's like whatever.
Also,
like,
he's a big boy. He can handle it.
yeah.
You know, even though he preys on little girls, he is a big boy. Little play on words.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
To provide for their kids, okay? And I know your BFFs
I
with
love you providing for your
Trisha,
kids,
and you're
like,
on
holy
that
shit.
side, but it's like, what's not cool is to shame, okay? Let's grow up. You have a
Didn't you
big
just
girl
shame her for
podcast.
showing her butthole? Like, shut up. You have like, you're so stupid. Why are you doing this? I think she's mad that Tana's crushing it on OnlyFans.
Well, I think so too, because
just on
Tana said in the
OnlyFans.
podcast episode, Alyssa had asked her at parties before if she should do OnlyFans.
Oh
so
my
bad.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's hard not to be jealous when like someone who you consider like your contemporary or someone who's parallel to you, Tana's making like tens of millions of dollars. You know, she's
on
bitter
top
about
of the
it.
world.
She's bitter about it.
And she's stayed relevant since she was like 19.
Yeah.
Even before then.
Right?
She's actually doing great right now, Tana.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Tana, unlike a lot of these Team 10 fucking characters, does seem, no, not does. She is very talented and very funny. She's a very good entertainer. You know.
Let's wear some big girl pants. You have some people looking up to you, so you have to be a good example. It's like, when did shaming become okay?
You
Like,
just shamed her.
That's a period.
like, oh my God, at least my life's not Jason Nash, like going live every day. Like, he's trying to make money.
This is
So you
bananas.
have
So
your
do
job, you have
people
your
on
podcast, right?
OnlyFans.
And you have OnlyFans, and you post naked pictures to make money, correct? Yes. So then he goes on live to also make money. I'm in the In-N-Out parking lot, by the way. I'm starving. I'm hungover.
Oh, cute.
But
In-N-Out
so he goes
parking
on
lot,
TikTok
anyone?
Live to make money. It's so he's being shamed because he doesn't want to. I'm just like, I'm trying to wrap my head around it.
It's just being
Like,
goofed
just-
on.
Shaming's not okay
Shh, this is...
in any sense. So it's like, let's fucking grow up.
This video is insufferable. I just
Yeah.
I think it's so
I
obnoxious.
like-
Yeah.
She's talking like she's a doctor or something. Like people first heard out, they heard about you from the whole Jake and Logan thing. Like, who are you
It's
to
just
judge?
like, it's really not that serious, and why get involved over that? It just seems like so
It's
Yeah.
personal.
unnecessary.
Yeah. Guess where she was photographed, by the way, that weekend?
In and out.
Who, Alyssa?
Well, that's a good
Where?
guess.
Where?
David's house.
Ew.
And there it is.
Ew. Oh, so that's why Tana, I started to say something like, well, you're doing this just so you can swim in David's pool or something.
She did say that.
Tana's fucking. She's funny.
love
She's brutal.
She's
Yeah.
funny.
Her response to her was nuts, like in a good way. Like she popped the fuck off.
And she called David Black Hat Giggle Boy.
Black
Wait, what?
hat giggle
She called
boy?
David Dobrik Black Hat Giggle Boy.
Oh, because I get it.
Got it.
Black hat giggle boy. Yeah, it's pretty accurate. She says Tana should not be. Yeah, we saw that. Alyssa posted the Stitch TikTok of Tana making fun of Jason's. So yeah, the comments were all siding with Tana. Obviously, she deleted it. Fans of Tana were quick to point out that Alyssa is not being mindful of how a 44-year-old Jason Nash tried to make out with a 18-year-old Tana Mongeau. Do we have... Oh, here it is. Thank you. This is exactly what I want to see. Here's the video where this all came to light, and they're joking about it together.
We had a bit of an awkward moment. We went into the dressing room. First of all,
Oh, yeah, I
last night Big
remember
Nick
this.
was like, dude, she wants to dude. This is what happened. Tana called me, and I was like, do you want to do a thing? And I was like, yeah. I was like,
His
I
voice
think-
is annoying now. Uh-huh.
We had a bit of an awkward moment. We went into the dressing room. First of all, last night Big Nick was like, dude, she wants to dude. This is what happened.
Did he just do like a little person invitation about Big Nick?
I'm not
I think
following.
you're just doing Big Nick's voice.
to the dressing room. First of all, last night Big Nick was like, dude, she wants to dude.
I see what you're saying.
Did he do a little person
I know
voice?
what you're saying now.
I guess.
Like a sped up voice.
Bro, can you believe it? This is the milk that we're drinking.
Yeah, I think you might be right, to be honest.
This shit is nuts, dude. Holy smokes.
This is what happened. Tana called me, and I was like, do you want to do a thing? And I was like, yeah. I was like, I think she's great. Right. And my first pitch was, great, let's
Put
do
your
like
tongue
a dad
away.
makeover.
Why is his tongue always hanging out of his mouth?
Yeah,
That's
I
what
know
bugged
it.
me the most.
I know it.
Like, ever since it's been pointed out to me, the dude is just like a dog.
He's Black Hat Giggle Tongue Boy.
And then she goes, let's go on a date.
But I said like a vlog date, like where
Put it
we
away.
pretend to go on a date for clickbait.
Fair enough, I'm old and I don't know anything.
So Tana goes, oh, I thought we were just doing clickbait, where we go into the dressing room.
Okay.
Except when they were in the dressing room, outside the camera's view, tried to kiss her.
Mm-hmm.
Think about you two.
There's nothing wrong in hanging out with us just to collab.
Oh no, I wanted views too.
That's why Jason hangs out with me.
Then we go try the clothes on, and she comes in the dressing room with me. The woman goes, do you guys want to go into the dressing room together? And Tana goes, yes.
No, I did not.
Yes.
I asked her like, do you care?
You're trying to sleep with Jason?
No.
Both of our cameras are off. And I go, all right, well, let's go. And then she takes like a really long time to leave the dressing room.
I long time. Like I was like putting both my phones in my pocket, plugging one into the portable charger. Like
in my mind, I was like, if I don't try something, it's gonna eat me alive.
That is not, like, I need to have sex with this 18-year-old so bad.
Ew.
As a side note, her in the back seat just makes this creepier for some reason.
Because back then it was like, I mean, it really shows how little fuck they care.
Yeah.
She sounds like a child too.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was her at first.
She's in a car seat. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, people didn't, it's kind of crazy. This wasn't that long ago. I mean, a few years, several years, but like people were not as aware.
Yeah.
Well, that's how he got away with. That's what I'm saying. It was always like,
Yeah.
that's the character. Dom is the creep. This person is this. Like that's how
This
it got
person,
away. Yeah.
Jason Nash is the creep. David Dobrik's the creep.
Dom is the creep.
They're all just kind of
Big
playing
Nick's
creep.
a creep.
Yeah.
Well, that's like him being the like sex fiend or whatever. Dom, like that was always his character. So when they said he's doing a 5-some, the audience is like, oh, he's doing the character, and then you
Right.
find
Yeah.
out years later that is.
But it's sounding like
Actually, I
that was
was
just
raping.
also Jason Nash's character. Also.
Yeah.
So horrible.
Well, I think it was that they, yeah. It was supposed to be like Tana was the whatever, yeah.
Anyway, let's finish.
What would you do?
I leaned in for a kiss.
He pecked my mouth. I was so confused.
Oh my god.
I literally like maybe we touched a lip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who do I side with? Jason, what is wrong with you? That's who I side with.
Okay.
I would be very worried.
He picked the right side.
Yeah, at least that.
But if I was him, I'd be like, very funny. Can we have a talk over here for a second?
Can we huddle,
Yeah.
Jason?
You did what? So again, it's turning out that Tana, being a young girl in this industry, was just getting fucked around by all these dudes, Cody Ko and Jason Nash. Jason Nash is even older, a lot older.
Yeah.
A lot older.
Yeah.
It is pretty epic though that Tana's coming back now, like fucking Kill Bill to get to like
I'm so
call all
happy
these
for
people
her.
out, which is awesome because
It's
prior to
like-
this, like girls had to deal with the shit and they had, you know, traditional media or whatever it is had no voice for themselves. So it is pretty
Yeah.
awesome that she's able to call them out, has a platform to do it.
26-year difference.
She's finally like an adult now.
Yeah.
Whereas
Yeah.
Before she was a kid. So now looking back at all this stuff, she's got like a new context to everything. And
Also, like a few
crazy.
weeks ago when the Cody stuff came out for the first time and people were like downplaying it and a lot of people were saying like, he just had a kid and it's just Tana. She was
Yeah.
talking about how like it hurts me because it makes me think about all of the girls who like look up to me and they see that this is the response. And
If
it makes me
they
so
wanna-
happy that now
yeah.
she's getting the response that she deserves.
yeah.
Yeah, something's happening.
People are saying that in that time she had just turned 18.
Yeah, she said like 2 weeks freshly 18.
So, oh my God. So he was really like waiting for her to turn 18. Because in his mind, he's like, if I didn't take this opportunity, I would kick myself. So clearly it's something he's been thinking about a lot.
That's such a weird comment.
Whoa. So they've been recording for a while at that point, right?
This
she
was
must have been
2017.
17.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she was 17 when they were working together,
Yes.
Yeah.
recording together for a
That's what it
long
sounds
time.
like.
Yeah. And he's
That
like,
sounds a
I've
little
been
bit like-
waiting.
I'm not gonna
Yes.
say the word, but that sounds like the G word, you know?
The G word?
Whatever. I guess
Grooming?
Gooch?
some people could call that grooming.
You can say grooming,
But,
no?
but I mean, just being with an underage kid for a long time, and then when they turn 18, directly wanting to kiss them
Yeah.
is extremely
Yeah.
grooming.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about the relationship
exactly,
to say it
but
one way or the other.
that's
but,
why
I mean, either way.
It is wholly
Yeah.
disgusting.
Yeah, either way, however you cut it.
I mean,
Gooch.
in a way, like I
Gooch.
don't want to overuse the word grooming, but even the way that you described how they were all these characters,
Yeah.
so it kind of like makes you already be like accepting of these crazy scenarios
Right.
because they're all characters. It's kind of like
He definitely
grooming,
was taking advantage of that.
grooming the audience too.
Yeah. No,
Yep.
100%.
What the fuck? Oh my God, he's been doing this since. What is this? The gold rush? Gee willikers, man.
It's honest work.
That's just honest work. I'm out here on the field, boy. You know?
This is how America was made.
The world needs oil. The world runs on oil. So Tana responds to Alyssa, and she absolutely bodied her. It's quite. Oh wait, did we finish the one of him trying to mack her? And
Yeah,
we did,
Yeah. So here is Tana finally responding. I'll show you a bit of it.
Talk about Jason Nash, okay? And I have done everything in my power to never have a serious, like real serious conversation about Jason Nash, right? Trisha and I have dabbled, okay? Here's the thing. For everything Jason Nash has done, he is lucky that the main focus is his problem with panhandling for those cowboy
That
hats,
is
okay?
so good. That is so good. That is so good. By the way, the Tana Trisha alliance is powerful.
It is. It is.
It's crazy.
Love.
Back the other day for the very first time ever, like ever in my life, and watched these videos of Jason and I when I've been 18 for a week, right? And he's trying to kiss me. And again, I also lived that. Like, I will never forget being in that dressing room with Jason Nash and he's trying to kiss me and I'm like, what the fuck has my life come to, right? This is not what I signed up for the vlogs, Mr. fucking black hat giggle guy.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like, on top of that, just the way he was to Trisha, I don't have to sit here and go in on that at bullet point list. Either you know and you care, or you don't know and you don't care, right?
I think she personally, honestly, doesn't even want to be tied to him ever again. So let's
and
just
100%
leave her out of it
understandably so.
altogether.
It's just when you go back and you see all of that content that lives forever, it's disgusting. Therefore, now watching him, you know, Oscar said this on Trisha's podcast. He made a lot of money through David Dobrik and blew so much of it on narcissistic passion projects like short films and comedy
shows.
central
His podcast,
fucking shows
remember
or
that?
whatever. And seeing the trajectory of his career and financial state turn into panhandling on live is hilarious. And for
It is,
his
objectively.
defense, like
Yeah.
Alyssa had the fucking gall and wherewithal to say like he's just trying to make an honest living.
So
No,
good.
an honest living is getting a normal job. It's not,
Yeah.
there's no shame in having a normal job. Who cares if you were once a very successful influencer? You can get a normal job.
And if you think, he said, and I quote on a podcast with Zach Justice, he said, working at Lululemon would be more embarrassing, essentially. I'm so sorry. I would rather see you sell Align leggings every single time than whatever the fuck that Galaxy.
To be honest, I think maybe not. Maybe not at Lululemon.
I think maybe
Gap.
Maybe the
Yeah.
Gap.
You know.
Maybe
Yeah.
Dickies.
Not Lululemon.
Yeah.
We don't need that.
bullshit
We
is,
hate that.
okay?
It just, yeah. And how, what shade to like somebody who works at Lululemon? Like that's so embarrassing. I
Like
don't
you're
know.
above
I don't-
them.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
speaking like you're
you are
above other
them.
people.
Yeah.
And it's like, so where is this humble? Like, I don't care if I have to be the one. It's fucking hilarious. Every single time I've opened the TikTok app for the last 6 months,
Yeah.
4 finger movements. And he's there with the cowboy
Yeah.
hat, bro.
Yeah.
Have you seen your kids grow? Like, you know what I mean? It's fucking hilarious. And you will not convince me otherwise.
And I mean, there's
It
something
is.
to be said about the fact that he still lives in like a nice.
Ooh, look what they did. I like this shot where they have the open door, the sliding doors. You can see they're on a rail and they slid open. Nice. That's pretty nice. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Very interesting. I love their setup. Ugh. I need this couch. I need this show.
I wonder, does their lighting change over time? Because it's like actually
I'm sure it's
outdoor
lit
lighting.
inside.
They are lit. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes it gets dark.
Yeah.
Usually they start with like the sun. Sometimes it's just like so bright on their faces.
I love this format though. It's so good.
Same.
It's so simple and good.
The girlies with their feet.
Convince me otherwise.
And I mean, there's something to be said about the fact that he still lives in like a nice house in
They're always
Hollywood.
in like pajamas too, like the comfiest clothing that they have.
But he has a very nice lifestyle. I just saw him front row at the Noah Kahn concert. Like, he's doing just fine.
Yeah.
Okay? At the expense of all these like little fucking 10-year-old kids who are using their mom's money to buy him a cowboy hat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. His lavish lifestyle isn't sad. So if that's how he's making the money, I'm gonna make fun of it. Okay? Like,
yeah, in a lighthearted way too. It's not like you
Yeah,
came
it's
on
not
and
that
you just like
serious.
ripped him apart.
I didn't come on
Not
and say
at
he tried to
all.
assault me in a dressing room when I was 18.
It was.
He
Which
was
you
fucking
could have.
74. Like, you know what I mean? Like, like I said, if that's all I'm saying, I think he's getting off pretty scot-free. You know what I mean? Here's the thing, as well. If I thought Alyssa Violet was a tree-hugging, peacekeeping, Bible-thumping, fucking kind woman who really just cared about the best interest of other people, it wouldn't enrage me as much as it does. Here's the thing. You want to use David Dobrik's pool, and I mean that with my whole fucking chest.
What's wrong with Marshmallow's pool? Is he gone? I'm wondering.
What I don't. Was she dating Marshmallow?
That I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
Maybe.
not
Jeez,
following the.
Thought it couldn't get more cringe than Jake Paul.
Marshmallow.
Marshmallow?
I think they were friends with him, weren't they?
They roll with Marshmallow.
Yeah.
Got it.
Did he ever show his face? Maybe it's
I see.
Jason Nash.
I don't know. Let me see.
Yeah, apparently
Okay.
that's a thing.
I'll call him.
And don't even allow me to comment on that. You want to use David's pool or kick it with David and Natalie, and that's your side, okay? And like Moses said, it's like you've drank the Kool-Aid, dude. Like I side with
Moses?
Jeff, and you know that. So we
Well,
already
they
have
do. They do shows together. She's definitely talking about your biological brother, Moses
Oh God.
Hackman.
Are we sure? The prophet?
What other
You know any other
Moses is
Moses?
there?
The prophet. I could be the prophet.
He's the
I don't
only
know.
Moses.
Oh,
That
the
was
prophet.
Los
Yeah.
Angeles.
You commented on the Jason Nash.
What was his great insight about it?
And like Moses said, it's like you've drank the Kool-Aid.
And like Moses said, "Let my people free."
Right. Let my
No.
people go.
Let my
not
people
drink the
go.
Kool-Aid.
Dude, like I side with Jeff, and you know that. So we already have an opposing side there, right? Like I side with Jeff in the whole David situation, already right there, okay? Then we make a podcast mentioning one of her best friends, Tessa Brooks, and an altercation that happens. Listen, I will say Tessa Brooks can live, okay? Like I want to bury it.
You keep going.
And now
That was a cut.
you feel the need to defend Jason because you're drinking that Kool-Aid and Tessa because you're dying on that hill, and you come online.
No, it was no. She's not defend. She used it. She saw the opportunity and she said, "Oh my God, this is enough of a reason to do something that she already wanted to do, which was make a video slandering."
This is getting a little too in the,
I'm not
in the weeds
following
for me,
anymore.
but you get the idea. So I think Jason: A Reckoning is right around the corner. It sounds like, which is weird because everybody's known about it forever, but maybe it starts to resonate for some reason.
Finally.